Alright, welcome back. I'm Jack, and we're finally back to the Kingdom Hearts playthrough. Been a little while, I think. Well, for me anyway. Anyway, the thing, this is a very momentous day for me because I have finally figured out what the problem was. You remember there was that problem with the audio a while back? A couple of videos, then it stopped. Then another couple of videos, and then it stopped. Well, I've sorted it out this time, and I can assure you, there will never be another part of this playthrough without me sorting that problem out. So I'm going to make sure that the audio is working fine and dandy for the rest of the playthrough. That it will be thoroughly tested as it was this time. So hopefully everything's working great. And if it isn't, this will be very, very ironic. Anyway, let's get a move on. So yeah, the 3rd district is open to us just from this door because I got bored. While in between videos, and I went on a massive grind. So now I'm level 24. Yeah, I just leveled up like 3 times, or was it 4 times? I don't know. I leveled up a bit, okay, just because I was... Well, anyway, we're ahead of the game now. These guys, they pose no challenge to us. Let's not fish. Well, that's me eating my words. Whatever. Anyway, best part about this is I have guard now. So not too much opportunity to use it right now. Or here. Oh. There. Alright, there we go. So, as we fight this Heartless, let me talk a little bit about what I've done since then. I have not opened any chests, I just went around and beat up every Heartless in sight. And let me tell you something, there's a thing about Donald and Goofy, they're very stalwart companions. What I mean is, you, to anyone who still slams on those two, if you ever attack a Heartless that Donald and Goofy are fighting, like at the same time, like the 3 of you attacking the same Heartless together, they disappear in seconds. Donald and Goofy just can be really helpful when you learn to work with them. Also, I was saving activating this thing until we got to it in the playthrough, so here we go. Thunderzap. Alright, that'll come in handy later. The Gizmo shop should be fully functioning now, and that means we can get another postcard, because the postcards are good. Before we go up there, actually, let's go up here, because there's a few Heartless to fight, so let's get them out of the way. And also we want to check out that house over there. Yeah, it was my thing, as I play in games like these, to check out every single little side distraction, including, you know, every room like this, even if there's nothing there. Ah, dear. Might as well just, for the sake of the camera, guard. I have that now. Very good. Alright. So anyway, also I'm really appreciating magic. The more I play this game, the more I appreciate the magic in this. I kind of wish I'd done at least one playthrough where I picked the staff at first. It would have been good for abilities and that. But that was not to be. Come on, you stop picking on Donald. Goodness knows he gets enough of that. Alright, also Donald learned MP Rage. I'm so proud of him. Alright, let's go, guys. Check out the vacant house. Now, at this point there's not much to see, but we'll get to that later. This place will turn into a hub place. I really think there should have been a save point here. I mean, the game, this world already has plenty, but, you know. So, Yuffie and Aerith are talking about sprucing the place up, Calamity Jane style. Anyone seen Calamity Jane? It's a good film. Classic musical. Very good film. My mum loves that film. Favourite film for her. Alright, so taking out all the Heartless here, but up here there might be a few more to see because... And the reason I'm up here is because there's a Trinity. Also wanted to do the Trinity a lot of times. Well done, Goofy. Well done. But wanted to see if we play through. So I'm mostly just, you know, not saying much thus far. You know, there's not much to see, I guess. But, yeah, I'm just sort of commenting on what's going on currently right now, which is... Why are we in battle mode? What's going on? Right. Let's get on with the story, shall we? We're supposed to use fire on this door, which will allow it to open, and thus we can find the mystical house. True to form with me, when I was younger, the moment I had fire, I went straight for this door and opened it. So my first playthrough, you know, I was already aware of this house and had been there already prior to delivering this book, which is the first thing you need to come to the house in the story. And you can do that, it's totally fine. The game's pretty much okay with that. I hate the fact that there's treasure chests around here that I just can't reach. I could try, but I know it's fruitless, don't worry. Alright. But you still get this cutscene if you go there early, and for the sake of that cutscene, I will shut up right now.
There's something about this musty place. It reminds me of the secret place back home, where we used to scribble on the walls. Remember?
Kyrie?
Sora?
Nice use of camera work there. Oh, who's this? Merlin. The one character from the Sword of the Stone that I knew without even seeing the film. Wow, Sora, really? Have you ever met a talking Heartless? Never mind a Heartless that looks like a guy with a beard and a loose... You know, don't answer that, but seriously, that's a really odd question to ask. Yeah, thank you, Donald. Thank you, Donald. Silly Sora. Yep. I saw a Sword in the Stone for the first time like last year. Anyone else seen that? I'd like to see this scene where Mickey met Merlin and asked him for help with this adventure. That was probably something that could have been covered in Birth by Sleep Volume 2, or completely retconned if that was the case, but again, Birth by Sleep Volume 2, that's a subject that just doesn't seem to be worth discussing anymore. Oh, is he about to get set up? There we go. Sword in the Stone was a good film. Overall, I guess. To be honest, I just felt like it lacked a real conclusion. Like, it built up all these lessons that Arthur learned, but in the end he never really put them into practice, apart from in the lessons themselves. It was really episodic, you know? Like, he spent some time learning something, then he spent some more time learning something, then he spent some more time learning something, and then by the time he becomes king, the film's over. And like, I don't feel like his relationship with Merlin really developed as much as it could have. It was basically a film that kind of needed a sequel, actually, in order for any of that to pay off. Or at least for the film to be longer, so we could have a proper climax. But in the end, it's just so, I don't know, simple. Nonetheless, that scene with the squirrels, that was depressing. It really was sad. It made me sad. So yeah, it's classic Disney, really. It just didn't have as much of a 3-act structure or a 5-act structure. It didn't have good acts. It didn't have an overall good narrative, in my opinion. I just didn't feel like it paid off. There was some good moments in it, sure enough. But anyway, I'm going to stop reviewing the film and get on with this. So we got some jobs to do. Hi, Merlin. Right, so we give him the book. Phone's ringing. There is a phone ringing in the background. I shall let it ring because it is probably not for me. And I'm in the middle of this. I'm not comfortable with this. So as Merlin's saying, he's saying the book somehow found its way into his bag one day, clearly forgetting the tall, strapping, brown-haired man that delivered it to him 10 years prior. But, you know, sometimes old people, these memory things happen. It's okay. Then again, actually, that's not entirely true. Terra basically saw the book, like, drop out of Merlin's hands when Merlin appeared, even though Merlin had never seen it before. Like, is that ever going to be explained? I think it'd be really good to have, like, at least one Kingdom Hearts game that gives you at least a bit of backstory on this book. Or maybe it'll just be one of those never-ending mysteries about the book. And we've got the stone. So, yes, Fairy Godmother for that. Alright, we're gonna get summons. I should have been summoned to answer that phone, but I didn't, sadly. Oh well. It's a little bit of a gimmick, this, the summon gems, but it is a nice little device, and it does pretty much tie in with Kingdom Hearts quite well. A strong heart, you'll survive as a gem, as opposed to a nobody, so I guess they got the short end of the stick, but well. So now we got Simba. So those are the rules of summons. Summons can be pretty good, but I don't know, does anyone else really find them that useful? There are a couple of summons that are very helpful, especially when fighting large crowds of enemies, but in the case of Simba at least, you have to find an opportunity to sit still and not get attacked for a good few seconds for Simba to be really powerful, to be really effective. Oh, yes, yes, that's Merlin looking out for us. But I was just going to go get this Trinity, Merlin. We want to get Trinity stuff. Donald, you're a little bit in centre, off position. Oh well, lots of money. Mind you, all that grinding I did earlier, building myself up all those levels, that got me lots of money. So Merlin, you're over here now. How is that going? Yes, alright, so we can practice magic here whenever we want, but honestly, that's never served any purpose. I just don't think I've ever, like, gained anything from taking those lessons. So anyway, shall we examine the book? Let's examine the book. Let's get this done right here and now. And after that, we'll call it a day for this part. We got a job to do after all. We got to save the universe, but a little book doesn't have to escape our notice. I do mean to get a move on with this, you know, but I'm sorry. So, this looks familiar, doesn't it? The 100 Acre Wood. Methinks we should go over there. So, yeah. Mind you, my cousin, I have a little cousin, who lives in Newcastle, in England. He got Kingdom Hearts a while back on the PS3, Kingdom Hearts 1.5, per my taste in the series. He knows I'm a big fan of Kingdom Hearts, so he decided to get it once he got a PS3. So proud of him. But yeah, I've been helping him get through certain points in the game. And Winnie the Pooh was something he almost avoided entirely because he had no idea what to do with the book once he delivered it. But we can't have that. Winnie the Pooh is integral to Kingdom Hearts.
Hi there. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just thinking.
Oh.
I was thinking of how to say goodbye to Pooh.
Pooh?
Yes?
Wait a second. You're Pooh?
Yes, I'm Winnie the Pooh. Pooh for short. Who are you?
I'm Sora.
Oh, hello, Sora. Have you come to say goodbye to Pooh, too?
Well, no. Why would I do that? We've only just met.
Because everyone's gone away.
What do you mean?
Well, we all lived here in the 100 Acre Wood, and we'd take walks together, or play Pooh sticks. And every day I'd eat some honey. Just one small smackerel would taste very good right now. But now, everyone is gone. All my friends, and my favorite honey tree too. Everyone must have gone away while I was napping, I think. So, who knows? Maybe I shall end up going away somewhere as well. But I wonder, how do I say goodbye to myself? Think. Oh, my tumbly is getting rather rumbly.
When you think about it, that's quite depressing circumstances to find Winnie the Pooh in. All his friends are gone, everywhere he loves is gone, all the places missing, and he's trying to think of a way to say goodbye to himself because he thinks he's going to disappear as well. Pretty sad, isn't it? Anyway, yeah. Would you believe the first time I played Kingdom Hearts, I completely missed the 100 Acre Wood. I had no idea that book we delivered to Merlin, even though he specifically pointed out he left it on the desk. I had no idea we could visit it. I had no idea it was Winnie the Pooh. I had no idea you could go and find him, and I had no idea what all the torn pages were for. I completely missed it. Can you believe that? That's depressing. Especially since Winnie the Pooh, like the Winnie the Pooh cast of characters, I know what their target market is, I know who they're aimed at, but Winnie the Pooh is seriously, all their characters, they're seriously like some of my all-time classic favourite Disney characters. There's Owl outside. Like, if you saw... Oh, hang on.
Oh, bother. There's no more honey left.
Not only is he alone, he's starving.
If only the honey tree would visit. Oh, then I could eat my fill.
This is the apocalypse. It's very sad. But seriously though, yeah, like if I saw Mickey Mouse crying, well, that's sad, but big deal. If I saw Winnie the Pooh crying, I would cry with him. And you get stuff if you look around. Can you believe it? Not only have we found Winnie the Pooh in this depressing state, but we're robbing him. Some hero we are, aren't we? We can also examine this clock. It's a cute little thing. Cute kind of sums up Winnie the Pooh in general, though. So Owl's telling us what to do, like a good old chap. Don't worry, Owl will sort you and your friends out. At least Pooh's got Owl to talk to, for now. Anyway, I guess we'll get a move on and return to the real world. Something else I wanted to say though, yeah, that's it. Like I said, Winnie the Pooh's like really important to me. These characters are so important to me. I don't mean this in a sad way, but I probably care about Winnie the Pooh more than some people I know in real life. And not in a really sad way, just like there's some people that don't know that well, that's all. Anyway, like there are few films that can make me cry, but I'm pretty sure like half the Winnie the Pooh movies can do that for me. Like, I don't know, someone back me up. We love Winnie the Pooh, right? You can't leave the gummy ship at this point because we need to go through to the second district for a scripted sequence. A scripted sequence which we shall now see. And by now, I mean then, because we're not going to do that now, because we're going to do it later, because we're not going to do it in this video, we're going to do it in the next video, because it's the end of this video, so we're leaving, alright? I'm Jack, and I'll be back. Thanks for watching.